22 seconds on the timer. Sorry guys, I had to make room in my memory card. So for me, your guardian for the masculine, take time to reflect. I heard him process this revelation. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you as just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The mirror guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world, so by your physical realm. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and to know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. And a number that's showing up is 111 and 1010. For the masculines, you might be seeing 1111 a lot recently. Can we get some guidance for the feminine energy? I heard honor your growth, honor your truth for the divine masculine, which is showing up as a high priest. So you have a match here, a high priest and a high priestess. Okay, a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Animal guardian. Trust your instincts. So again, see how she's surrounded by animal medicine. This is also talking about people that are protectors of animal beings. And also have a telepathic communication with them. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So you have a card for the feminine. You have a card that's talking about trusting your instincts and trusting your talents in challenging times. For some, you might be going through some spiritual experiences. Again, it could be like Christ consciousness. I always think of that with this card because they're talking about Jesus and how he was one of the great teachers. But it's also focused on like spiritual experiences that are hard to accept that have happened, like paranormal things or things that are just like, how did that just happen? Like things that are like when the spirit realm and the physical realm merge. For someone, omen could be a dove, or some of you could be connecting to the Holy Spirit right now. Which ones am I reading? For some, you guys are trusting your instincts and your talents. You guys, come on. You have the High Priestess here. Harness mystic power. For some, you guys, they want you to tap. Honor your talents and your gifts. Like, stop undermining all your growth, that's spiritually and physically. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. So again, like honoring the peace, being thankful for the nervous system healing and you stepping out of that survival mode and getting comfortable with peace, because not a lot of us are, outside of meditation. It's like not having to be hyper vigilant, knowing that you are protected through these spiritual gifts and this spiritual responsibility. The Spirit Fox is talking about like through these changing times, instead of focusing on what's going wrong, focus on what you have, the tools you have. So it's more of like that magician energy of like you have the tools. Right now they're showing me the quote where they're like, when you ask Creator for a cake, or the higher power for a cake, and he gives you all the ingredients and the pan and everything you need to create the cake, yet you are not creating the cake because you want it already made, and the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment is in the process of creating this cake with the tools you have. Okay, so you have what you need, use it wisely is what I'm getting with this. Broken arrow. They want me to read Broken Arrow and Animal Guardian. Okay, so for Animal Guardian, you have trust your instincts. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The Animal Guardian is a card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. So you have two cards talking about challenging times or changing times, okay? And you somehow embracing peace through that shifting timelines or challenging times or overwhelming energy. It's kind of like being that peace within the chaos. When you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The Animal Guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her. For some, it could be like that animal medicine that you're really connected to. We were talking about the hawk a lot. So for some it could be a fox, for some it could be a hawk, for some it could be a falcon, or any of the animals in this card. There's an owl, a black panther, a deer, and I believe it's a crow. Not sure, could be a raven, but it's a blackbird. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. Who did that? I just had my rebozo like moved. It I know it was spirit. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. So this is more talking about like stepping into your instincts and not doubting what you feel, but reflecting on it, reflecting what you would like, and what you would like and what you really need. So reflecting on your wants and your needs, okay, at this present moment. Then you have broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. So this is for the feminine. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that the tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. Okay. This feels like these two energies are actually understanding the power of partnership as opposed to walking in the ego or acting based on trauma or acting based on what they know. Okay? So stepping out of the comfort zone of the ego, of that safety blanket, and stepping into the power of the unknown and understanding that two minds are better than one, understanding that partnership is powerful. Not ownership, partnership. Both energies are needed for balance. Remember that always. You both are learning from each other. You both chose to help each other heal because you both share the same soul. So, the reason the connection is so strong is because it's a soul contract, and this feels like there's like a peace offering within the two souls. So a peace offering within the higher selves, regardless of where the shadows are at. Okay? They keep showing me the seeds that fall, like, you know, when the seeds fall in the spring. This following spring season, even more truths or more clarity is going to come to your individual situations. There might be a deep heart-to-heart conversation regarding it. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. So again, stepping out of survival mode and allowing your nervous system to heal. For some, it might look like more rest, more sleep. You not running on like a few hours of sleep, or you no longer having the insomnia you had. For some, is you allowing yourself to take rests and breaks and managing those little like how meditation helps, how that physical activity helps, you know, like just figuring out what works for you. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. So knowing that you are not alone, you are very supported. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. So what I felt at the beginning with the crown activation was that clearing of that type of energy. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. I'm getting really emotional because I heard what my grandma told me a few days ago. And she kept reminding me that like true love is safe. That there's comfort in true pure love. There's not like you'll know you feel protected. You feel at home. And I know it sounds cliche and I know it sounds cheesy, but like that sense of partnership, not ownership. Like not one having more control than the other, but like honoring both energies and again wanting to be valued and valuing each other and valuing the journey itself, you know, and the soul connection and how you chose this journey for the reason is more like at least this journey has gotten me way closer to that higher power, way closer to my higher self, It's helped me heal with a lot of trauma. It's helped me heal with a lot of past lifetime that were affecting this present lifetime. So it's like, it's the soul choosing to heal. It's the soul choosing to go on this journey and understand everything that comes with it, and that it's not all gonna be rainbows shitting butterflies, you know, like it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, I said it. But it's worth it. It's fucking worth it. When you see the growth, when you feel this comfort and peace, when you no longer feel like you have to be hyper vigilant all the time. When spirit shows you how protected you are. When you've shown yourself how much you want to protect yourself through whatever way you protect yourself. Like, that's choosing you. That's loving you. That's choosing your healing. And I know it's not easy to step out of our trauma mechanisms and our coping mechanisms. So what I do want to leave you with is that, like, make sure you are acting or deciding or making these choices from a place of peace, from a place of that higher perspective, not that trauma response, not that fear response, you know? You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by the situation. Whew. Or the people involved. Okay, now I understand why I said what I said earlier. For some of you guys could be like, the trauma could be domestic abuse, and trigger warning, I'm so sorry. Or it could be like a type of abuse. So they're trying to tell you, like, it's safe for you to open up. It's safe for you to be vulnerable with this soul connection. And if this message is for you, you will see it and hear it, and the signs will be there in multiple ways, so you can't miss that. You'll know if you want to move differently than how you normally move. Like, if you don't want to move in your trauma, but you want to move in your inner knowing with your heart. It's like no longer being scared of the unknown. No longer being scared of divine love. Like, being open to receiving healthy love. Because it's true what they say, like, the relationship after the toxic one, like, you wanting to healthy love is not easy, you know? It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, because you guys have what it takes to balance it and to find the rhythm within it, and to allow each other to be their fucking shadows, and to allow yourselves to be the higher selves, like, to accept all parts of you guys, you know? This feels like a friendship that's evolving into a best friend type of energy. So it might start out slow, but it's like when you wake up to it, it's so worth it. You know, regardless of the physical situations you guys are in. This feels like a very, like, both energies want to open up. It's just they don't know how to. They don't, like, they care about it so much. And I've had friends of mine tell me, or people I've done readings on, like, I really thought, like, I've been knowing that I have a special connection with this person, but it's to the point where, like, I was scared to say it out loud. I was scared to like tell them how I feel because it wouldn't make sense logically, you know? It wouldn't make sense that I care this much about this person and that I want to protect this person. And that I want to receive protection from this person. Some of you guys have been very protected by their higher self. So it's kind of like you guys know each other's higher selves better than yourselves, the 3D selves, if that makes any sense. Like the masculine knows the higher self of the feminine, and the feminine knows the higher self of the masculine, and they become like these best friends with these higher selves, you know. For the masculines, you could have had a spiritual experience where like the higher self of the feminine comes in and in a way recharges your heart, because they're showing me when that happened to me like years ago, which was like around the time that my heart was acting up, which I'm pretty sure my heart was activating to the true path, you know. But that was a very traumatizing thing. So if for the masculines, if you guys are going through those like heart palpitations, they showed me the Puss in Boots scene. I just posted it. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And it got me emotional because I was like, I know it's a cartoon, I know, but like the way his heart was beating, that's how I felt. Like I was like, oh shit, am I gonna die? Like, is this it? I can't leave right now. Like, I have so many things I want to do with my son, like, and I want to do for myself, and I want to do for my parents and like the people I love, you know, for my community. So it's that, like, I have not watched the movie, but I was told it was like a humbling through him finding out he was on his last life. And that's why that moment was so precious, because he realized like, oh, this is really my last life, you know. And if you look at life that way, like, what if they told you this is your last life to completely heal your soul? How would you live it? Would you live it differently? Would you appreciate all of it? Like the pain and the joy, the duality of it? Would you honor the wisdom you've gained through those challenges and tests and hardships? So it's something to think about. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by the situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you and taking you lovingly forward. The number I'm getting is 121 with that. And I'm gonna leave it there, loves, because this took me somewhere else. I hope this gets whoever it needs to get to. And if you stayed for all parts, I thank you. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting if you feel like, you know, it resonates with you. Or if you just want to comment the affirmations, or if you just want to say them. The point is for you to like affirm those affirmations. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your messages. Thank you for allowing me to walk in one of my soul missions. Thank you for receiving these messages through my humble voice. And I want to thank Creator. I want to thank Great Spirit. Like, it's humbling and it's an honor to receive messages like straight from source. And a lot of people don't talk about like the trauma that comes with the spiritual growth, and even just doing readings for other people or picking up on messages from spirit. Like, there's some things that it's not easy to process, you know. So if you guys want to hold space for each other in the comments, feel free, because I feel like we need more of more compassion, less judgment, you know. A thing that helps me is seeing people for the little kid that didn't get enough love, or the kid that was neglected, or the little kid that got bullied, and just doesn't know, like, how to heal the trauma. When you look at it that way, especially from a mom's perspective, compassion is not that hard. Knowing that we all come here to heal, and that we all have something to heal, because at the end of the day, we are in human form, right? So there's things that are wisdom to be gained and wisdom to be shared with each other and from each other. But I'm gonna leave it there. Excuse for my emotional self, but I honor my feelings, and like they said, express them freely. And I try to honor them and no longer suppress my truth. For some of you guys are literally earth angels, or there's like a blue aura around you. You could be indigo children, but I keep going to the blue angel logo. So there you go, my loves. I thank you again, and I wish you the best. I wish you clarity and discernment through all of this, through these situations you guys are facing. And if healthy love is in front of you, don't take it for granted, I'm talking to myself too. Alright, loves, I'm gonna leave it there. Peace.